You are now inside the Creative Zone with your hosts, Robb and Logan.
Hey guys, my name is Robb.
This is Logan.
And this is another episode of the Creative Zone. On today's episode, we're going to talk about COPPA, or COPPA, however you pronounce it. It's YouTube's new child protection law initiative. We're also going to be talking about foreign actors playing Americans and a range of other topics. Yeah. But first,
just Claude is in the house with us tonight.
Hello.
And we are... Okay, this candle is lit and everybody is good to go. So, your thoughts on COPPA?
Well, I'm not really familiar with COPPA, but I get why they're doing it. I read an article. It's about a couple months back. They had people decapitating people on YouTube, so they came up with this idea for COPPA. And I just think it has to be monitored very carefully because, due to what I know about YouTube, they're not very effective in monitoring content, because a person can literally put up a copyright claim and your video gets taken down, even if that person just had a grudge or they don't actually own the rights to the content. So
they don't look things up or
exactly
anything. And if a more powerful entity wants to target you for any reason, they just side with a powerful entity. Say we don't like Suicide Squad because it sucked. Then DC goes, oh, take them down. And YouTube just takes you down.
Yeah.
And you're like, but we didn't show the movie or any footage. Doesn't matter. And it's the same thing, like you said, with COPPA. It comes from a good idea.
Correct, yeah.
But it needs to be
worked
implemented
out,
more judiciously.
But I'm just thinking, how would they do it though? Because they upload, I would say, this is just a rough estimate, 50 to 100,000 videos a minute. So how would you monitor
all that
content?
It would take great effort, and you have to put money in. If you want to get people to use this platform, you can't just arbitrarily decide, okay, you can take them down for no reason.
Yeah.
Look at these videos before you put them on your platform. Don't blame everyone after the fact. If I put up a video of I don't want to be gross, but of a naked 3-year-old getting their head cut off.
Yikes.
That might have been addressed before it got online, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think if someone makes a video about Mario Maker, they should be taken down because it's children's content. Maybe the guy uploading the dead kids should have been taken down way before it got on YouTube and got in someone's newsfeed or whatever.
Yeah, but what do you mean taken down before it got on the platform? How?
If say I'm Joe Creeper and had the video of a dead child, and the minute I tried to upload it, someone or an algorithm or something should have viewed that footage and said, is that a dead fucking kid? No.
Oh, okay.
And then it shouldn't have gotten on there. Don't let it get on there, and then later on some mom from Wisconsin goes, oh, now I'm offended. Because that mom from Wisconsin can be very vindictive and a bitch. And she'll say, you know what, I don't like your hat. It says the word offensive. Take him down. What? You know what I mean? And YouTube's answer is so everything can be taken down. The dead kid and the hat that said the word offensive.
Yeah. And
now we're getting stupid. Sure, take down the dead kid, okay. But guys have the words on it? No, stop. You know what I mean? It's weird. There's got to be... What's the word I'm looking for here? Help me out. There's got to be a yes and a no, not just everything or nothing. You know what I mean?
Like you're saying it can't be arbitrary. As arbitrary as it is, or...
Yeah. It's it can't be all-encompassing. It's got to be there's rules. And anyone with a working brain can tell what should and should not be on, you know?
Yeah, it can't be all-inclusive.
Right. It's
Yeah.
But right now, they're just trying to throw a big net and include everybody. And that's not going to work. Unless they're trying to get rid of people.
Well, part of the reason why they're doing that is due to political pressure. Because it's hey, Washington, look, we're doing something. Because if not, they're going to be back on C-SPAN testifying about look at all these ISIS videos, being kids having access to them. So they're like, hey, it's better if we hear you complain while we take down your video than we have to testify in front of Congress. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, that the kind of thing, that might be a fight. If it were me, I might want to go to bat for that fight. It's like, okay, we're not advocating for ISIS videos.
Correct, yeah.
But this guy here who just makes a video about baking, and because he made a cookie that looks like Barney the dinosaur, and because maybe when he cut his thumb, he said, fuck. Okay. Oh, well, that's a kid's video because Barney, and he cursed now, he's going, no. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow. Is it that particular?
Well, there have been a few, when it first started, several people have gotten weird claims where they're like, my channel is clearly not for kids.
Yeah.
And their answer was, but it has XYZ in it. And like things that are like, maybe were for kids in the 80s, and they're like, well, I grew up with this, and so I like strawberry shortcake now, but what kid now knows what that even is?
Yeah.
Any kid who saw that in the 80s, it's like 30-something now. I think they can handle me cursing, you know?
Yeah.
But because it was back then, they included it with child content, so they just throw them a Cobra Kappa strike, and it's really odd. So there needs to be more rules.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Like, get an eye on, get involved. Don't just wait. Okay, fine. Because YouTube, they make enough money where they don't care about the little guy. Like, I don't care that you make all your money doing videos on our platform. We have bigger fish to fry, and we have to deal with whoever else doing season 3 of Cobra Kai. So we don't care about the angry video game nerd or, you know, what's the other one? That guy with the glasses. You know, the large...
Huh? Nostalgia Critic?
Right. Well, I think the site's called that guy with the glasses.
No, it's channel awesome now.
Oh, thank you. That's how old I am.
But they need those creators on their platform. So if they piss off enough of them, they could face a revolt.
Maybe the million plus creators.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Kappa is actually not nearly as simple as that. Kappa is now officially about 22 years old. It's based on 1998 is when the law was enacted, you know, one side Congress, and then Clinton signed it in.
99. So it wasn't really in force.
It was 1998. It basically things got hairy back in 2013 with Kappa. They went back and I think either it was set to expire or it was set to be under review. So it was reviewed, and it's like, okay, because the digital landscape changes, and now this is because Kappa was originally designed where it was just about websites of taking in. They made it broad because it was about websites taking information from kids, and that, you know, you can't be unless you're 13 years older, then you can, you know, put up your information without needing your parents, or at least your parents still have some control over what their kids can do. But now it's a thing of, you know, they're still trying to cast a wide net that needs a lot of refinement. And there are, of course, extreme cases with anything that happens. And that, you know, it's the noisy things that are what makes the headlines, how people find out about, you know, simple things. Yeah. But when it goes into how it affects the individual creators, it's why suddenly, but within the last 2 years, YouTube created YouTube Kids. Oh, wow. So that they could, you know, if you're you know, making things specifically for kids, let's put you, you know, here you have an outlet to put that on. That way this channel, you know, the YouTube Kids adheres to Kappa. You're on there. You're not losing anything. We're, you know, kid is 8 and they want to, you know, they're used to using YouTube. Yeah. And they want their own account. You know, they'll go to YouTube Kids. We can at least say, hey, you know, see, we've done our part. Yeah. But rightly and wrongly on both sides, the question is asked, well, a kid can lie. You know, when you create when you create your Google account, you can lie and say you're 13, or you can use your older brother's account, or whose really account is, and with that in mind, the heavy-handedness of, well, yeah, you're right, big wide net, and we'll grab everything.
You know what my thing is? At that point, I'd like to say, watch your fucking kids.
Exactly.
Why is that YouTube's fault?
To be the parent.
Well, my kid, he took his birth certificate. Whoa, that sounds like your problem.
But
not
then,
YouTube and the world in general.
Well, yeah, but then when, back, remember in the 80s when, talking about parents trying to watch their kids, so you have, the suburb moms go in and they're testifying before Congress, and then they affected the video game industry so adversely for a while, and the music industry while we had explicit lyrics labels on the thing. It's okay, you say I have to protect my kids, fine, I'm protecting my kids. You, Mr. Lawmaker, make this law so I can protect my kids without really having to protect my kids. You're doing all the work for me.
Yeah, I'm like, no, Becky, watch your goddamn kid. Like, how hard is that? I couldn't sneeze without my mom smelling. Like, if I sneeze the wrong direction, I got beaten. So how hard these parents? Well, not these days. In the last generation, 2 generations, they want everyone else to watch their kids. They want the world to conform so their kids are safe. No, teach your kids right from wrong, and teach them what to do and what not to do. Don't make it everyone else's responsibility. I mean, I don't think that's fair to the world. Like, if you can't handle a child in the internet, you shouldn't have them.
Seems like you're on the side of YouTube.
No, I'm on the side of parents. The parents watching the goddamn kid and not making it everyone else's problem. So if they get mad at YouTube, don't get mad at you. It's your kid. Don't let them watch bad videos. It's weird.
But then the parent can say, I'm not with my kid 24/7, and the kid has access to
this, that, or the third.
Any device.
Well, again, that sounds like your problem. Why are you not with your kid? I don't understand. Do you just have your kid at home by themselves and whatever they want?
Or the kid could be at school, or the kid could be at a friend's house,
or even daycare, after school program.
If your kid's at school watching YouTube, something fundamentally is wrong. So your kid's at school watching porn? What school is that? I want to go there.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, and I see I wouldn't say the other side, but this is like anything. It's a nuanced conversation of what they're trying to accomplish, how they're going about it, and how it's being implemented. Has YouTube dropped the ball when it comes to how content is judged and what people can do to each other?
Yeah.
Yes. They, the fact that they're leaving it up to the majority of computer program and algorithm of what gets a copyright strike or what somebody can do with it, or and all just to conform to the DMCA, DCMA, Digital Copyright Management Act.
I think it's DMCA.
It's DMCA. It's still it's the
Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
It's still.
I say the Run DMCA. I don't even know.
Well, yeah,
Run
digital.
DMCA. That's actually pretty close. That's pretty
But
it confused
but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, DMCA,
when people the DMCA, when people and I have seen on YouTube plenty of cases where it's been abused.
Oh, of course.
Of
course.
And it's, because you're supposed to be, the Fair Use Act sort of, if not supersedes it, it's supposed to run in tandem with it, where if you're making a response video because you see somebody make a video and they're either trying to tell, basically, the fabrication, or they're selling a product, they're trying to sell a product that just won't work because you have a degree in advanced engineering and in mechanical engineering, and somebody's trying to sell a can opener that fundamentally won't work once you're looking at it. You look at everything they say, they show it in action. It's like, no, I spent 15 years in school. Everything about that is wrong. There is no way that should work, and I'm gonna let everybody know so they're not taken in.
Lasers, man.
But so they're not taken in by this product. So I'm paraphrasing real world, things that people with degrees look and they go, no, this is scientifically inaccurate, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want to see science abused. I want you presenting this thing as, oh, it's this way, and it's not. So person A makes this, claim. Here's my product. It does this. Person B, the, physicist, the engineer, goes, hello? No, here's my response to that. You can buy the product if you want, and look, it's raised, $1 million on Kickstarter. But look, they're already getting people saying, hey, where's my product? You said it'd be out there after a year. It's not. And that's the issue they're having on the product, the customer service side. So you might want to be cautious if you haven't already fallen for this thing. It sounds like it'll do amazing things. It'll open your can just by you putting the can across the table. You put the can opener here, press a button and the can instantly opens and it's already in your bowl.
And lasers.
But me, I am, sir, Mr. Engineer, and I can show you that those lasers, those lasers.
That's how this works.
The lasers would have to, be able to put a hole in a wall from 10 paces and have enough energy that would run your car.
Yeah.
If it worked the way they said it did. And see, here is my mock-up based on what they're saying you can do. I've set up an experiment right here. And I have to use a clip of this is what they say, so you don't think I'm just saying, putting a name up there and saying, yeah, they suck. So here's their claim. I intro my video of, I'm going to show you why this isn't a good product. And this is what they say the product can do. And so you use that 5, 10, half a minute clip.
Okay.
And then
like a newscast.
Yeah, but it's for the Fair Use Act is you can use someone else's stuff in commentary as part of an educational thing of why it works, why it doesn't work. Of if you didn't understand what they're saying, here's a simple breakdown of this melody for education. I have to use we're talking about film scores, so. Back to the engineer thing is this, here, I've got 20 car batteries and, a sodium laser set up and we're, in a warehouse because you need a lot of space to, I'm going to put a hole in a cement block. And you see, they say their power output is this. And here are my gauges. My gauges say my power output is what they're claiming this little, that's this little tabletop device will make
thing.
This thing that'll fit in your pocket and sit on a table and open cans from across the table. Look at this big apparatus I've set up to equal out to that same output.
Yeah, you cannot generate that much power in some yay big something.
Something the size of a thumb drive that they say uses not even a AAA battery, but like a little button watch battery, and it'll do the thing. So. You see? And here I go, push the button. Look, first, let me put on, got my assistant. Everybody put on your glasses, your headphones.
Goggles.
Let's go Mythbusters and stand behind the plastic, Laminex bulletproof shield. We got Kevlar. Everybody ready? Ready? All right. Hit the button. Poof. Yeah, exactly. See, their same power, it's like, wow. You see the debris of the cement block. See where the power output says. See the high-speed camera. Now let's go back and show what they said it could do and see their can opening. And now you're just showing the video. You're not even showing them saying it, but because of those 2 30-second clips in your 15-minute video, they're like, oh, they're talking bad about our product. We're gonna, we're gonna claim a copyright, infringement, and YouTube will. His first reaction is they block that video. Yep. Or they demonetize it so that any views you get in the AdSense will go to the can opener company.
Exactly. Yeah.
But usually in that, from what I've seen, when it's somebody debunking something, it's okay. Your video, they'll block the video, and you've got a copyright strike. And now you can
fight it.
Which
is ridiculous.
And it's like 2 years.
And you go through the process, and YouTube is like, okay, it's under review. But they say on YouTube's, terms of service and all that, it says human review, but no, they'll put it through a computer first. And it's like, well, clips were played. All the computer knows is what it's been programmed. The algorithm knows what it's been programmed. So if the algorithm says, well, other can opener companies' clips are in this video. Yeah. Okay. They send you back. Well, you do have someone else's stuff in there. Fair use. You send back your response. So it's a lot of back and forth. It takes a month, 2 years. It takes forever. And then if there's still, the can opener company doesn't want to rescind their copyright strike,
which they're probably not going to.
Well, because you're telling people that they're selling crap.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, I've seen it. I can't give an exact percentage. It feels like for the channels that I've seen and or followed, where they do debunking, and people who have tried, companies and the individual other creators who tried to complain or abuse the copyright, when they win big. And when the creator who did the debunking, Mr. Engineer wins his, gets the video back up, and it's fair use. So what? I'm in England. I saw, YouTube is internet. I can say that it's all covered. I'm commenting on what they did. I used their clip. Yeah, okay, the 30 seconds. I have to re-edit it. Okay, fine. I'll take out and paraphrase. That first clip where it was Can Opener Company saying, this is what our product does. Yeah. Fine, I'll just show the video. This is what they say their product does. Here's a transcript and a description of what they say if they're upset about, that there was, that the voices were used, even though that usually is covered. But sometimes they'll still, you'll have creators go, okay, I've re-edited. Here's the copyright compliant version where they had to, you still get the video. Like I said, you get no audio because when that audio was being played of the Can Opener Company saying, and this is what our product does, they had music underneath it. So you can get away with everything else. But because they put, they had paid somebody to make music for that spot, then it's like, all right, whatever. It's like, okay, I get my video back, and if I put it back, you'll remonetize it. But I can have two versions of it. Either I can have the original video, but it's demonetized. But if I want to make any money on it, I got to go and fix it.
Yeah,
I can. The creators will go. There is a level where they'll live with. I've seen, and if I was in that situation, it'd be like, okay, do I get my video back, and do I get that copyright strike taken off because I was in the right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I have to do? I can still say I'm right, and I can still say they're wrong. I just have to take their audio out. Fine.
Yeah,
done.
But the crazy part is to even get to that level where you can negotiate with YouTube. That's months, if not years.
No.
The initial step is always we're gonna block your video.
They react first.
Exactly.
And then,
yes.
And no, you heard me. I didn't disagree with any of that. Of
Yeah, if their initial step is just to block your video and give you a copyright strike, it's like you already started the process. Negotiation bad
before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's I'm guilty, and I've got to tell you why I'm not guilty.
Exactly.
Versus
that's so true.
You
already
versus the company making a claim.
You're innocent.
Yeah. I have a friend, Joe, whose name is Copa actually, which is hilarious to me. Who has a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Joe likes movies and stuff. Give me some money, Joe.
Well, we all technically have YouTube channels if we've got Gmail. No, I know. I'm playing with him.
A particular...
he actually does put content
out. He puts videos up. He reviews movies and talks about old comics and movies and cartoons and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he's a big DC fan. I watched his videos. They're all very good. And he was a big fan of the show Smallville, if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
So he had raising Smallville, and WB said nothing about any
of course, because you're giving positive review.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he once said one half uncomplimentary thing,
ooh,
this isn't my favorite episode.
Uh-oh.
So but suddenly copyright strikes, take it down, blah blah blah. And he was like, wait, nice guy though, but he was like, didn't get it, because he really believes that the rules should apply. I'm like, no man, they just took you down because they didn't like what you said. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, that can't be true. So I'm gonna fight this. I'm like, okay. So he asked them after a month. They finally told him, well, they claim that you have their footage in your video. And he's like, yeah, duh, fair use. I'm reviewing the episode.
Exactly.
And they were like, well, just take it out. It was cool. He took out every frame of footage from the episode in his video. He replaced them with comic book shots and stills and drawings. Still, they were like, nope. You still have our footage. He had zero footage.
Well, technically, footage of
moving pictures.
Yeah.
He had still pictures and he made them backwards. He took out all the audio, took out all the music. There was no sound
there was nothing that they could,
Yeah, but
he wasn't
just
showing
DC's
clips.
content though.
Well, but
if they're using the comic books from DC.
They were claiming.
The comic book is different than the show. It's the same parent company.
Yep.
But
that's That's the argument.
One company owns the rights to the video,
and one company owns the rights to the comic book. Yeah.
But anyway, every time they brought him something that he shouldn't have, he bent over backwards to remove it and re-edit his video.
Yeah.
To the point where it was just like pictures of like trees and squirrels.
Yikes.
And his voice. And like they were like,
they're still saying,
yeah.
Wait, what?
Because he was still saying his opinion of the episode had not changed.
Yeah,
I think that's his point. They were, because he was giving negative comment.
Yeah,
it was everything that belonged to DC. He had like put like stuff from Marvel in there. Like, what the hell? So just to see, he's like, well, let's see what happens like with Spider-Man. Oh, DC, come right. Wait a minute. I'm pretty fucking sure y'all don't own. I got Mickey on the line. He said, hell no. So you don't own Spider-Man. Doesn't matter.
Wait, you didn't know DC owned Spider-Man for a while? Yeah. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I still don't. No. Unless I came up those stairs and entered the Elseworld. Or what's the
Elsewhere is
Elsewhere, the Elseworld, I think.
No, the DC. The DC. No, is it Neverworld, something like that?
Santa Elsewhere.
No. DC's. You know how Marvel has their what if verse.
Oh.
And DC has DC's universe of this happened, but it happened in alternate universe, so it's the Elseworld.
Those Elseworld and or Earth One.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot. But the point being, he did everything he was supposed to by the law.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah.
No. And it was really about because he said negative things about that episode.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like horribly negative. Just like he said, not my favorite episode.
Interesting.
Right.
So say, for example, all right, we just had a conversation about DC. If this goes on YouTube, do you think Warner Brothers or DC could actually hit us with a copyright strike?
If only if we say DC sucks.
Oh, only if you say that.
Only if we say DC sucks like hard and they haven't made a decent movie really yet. Yeah, so mediocre.
The Joker is pretty good.
Mediocre what?
Oh. It was okay, but again,
exactly.
Not really
mediocre.
Nothing to do with the comic either. I don't get it. I'm like, well, he's dressed like the Joker.
Yes.
What the fuck is Arthur Fleck?
Yeah, one, who's Arthur Fleck? Two,
none of this
it's
happened.
Why are people cheering that he's killing his mother?
His mom's son. I was like, wait, what?
Even if they were like trying to paraphrase the Under the Red Hood creation story for the Joker, he had a wife, and the wife was pregnant, if you remember. In the comic book in the comic
Killing Joke.
No, was it the Killing Joke?
Well, that's where the Joker had the
flashback. No, yeah. I was thinking of when they made a Red Robin.
The Red Hood was where
what they called when they were trying
Jason Todd. Oh, they were both Red Hood.
Yeah, I was gonna say when they made him a patsy, they called him Red Hood. That's why I was getting him. But in Under the Killing Joke, he had a backstory.
Yeah.
And he had a wife and a child on the way, and the wife was really testing his nerves, and he was a failed comic. It made sense in a way, but he wasn't trying to kill his wife. When he snaps and I'm gonna do the thing, and it eventually he becomes the Joker. He came back, and I think his wife was killed by the mobsters because
his wife died testing a baby bottle
something
warmer.
But the thing is,
by heavens.
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't kill his wife.
Right.
He didn't kill his wife, but it put him over the edge that she was dead. So it showed that in the comic book, and even in the animated version, he loved his wife. He had goals. And something had to put him over, but like any decent story with a story arc of, you have to have an inciting incident to get your character to a point. Yeah. No, the Joker is killing his mom, near the end of the movie, right?
More or less, yeah. Like, I think they had like half hour.
But still, there was, and they hinting at that there's a connection between him and, illegitimate brother nonsense.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
What? Huh?
That I didn't get.
And by the way, we also had to see, I'm so glad they included this, the 1,200,000 time that Bruce Wayne's parents got killed on film.
Yeah,
I needed to see that.
Yep.
I never knew. Oh, did Batman's parents die? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but because that it was for a movie at its core. Okay, people found it entertaining. I do not begrudge them that.
It's all right.
So it was all right. It's nothing, as a movie, nothing really I haven't seen before. Okay, it was well crafted.
Yeah.
I respect the craft.
Definitely.
People, you could tell the actors were putting what they, putting themselves into the movie. All right, cool. As a movie, it was all right. Does it need to be filleted and given every Oscar available? No. Is it the best DCEU movie ever? Not really. Is it the best action movie?
Is it even that big a DC movie?
Exactly.
In terms of box office, it is.
No. As in commercial quality.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, as content, the story. If you took out the name Joker and he was just another, if he was like not dressed in the suit and paint his face, what really changes? What about the story changes? Nothing changed about that.
No,
he didn't need to be Joker.
Yeah, if he could be
they tacked that on like after the fact.
If you put him basically in a brown suit, yeah, he still paints his mask and goes as like turns into a sadistic clown. But it's not white. It's not the Joker style face.
But I mean, people could make the argument that it's one of the reasons why the movie's so unique because
it's not.
He seems like a regular guy.
Well, I mean, okay, but like I said...
Because I think that's what they were going for. I think I read an article where Joaquin Phoenix said he wanted to make this a character study.
Well, you could do that.
More power to you, but...
You could do that with being in the world of actual DC Comics.
Mm-hmm. That would be easy.
Those are pretty good characters.
Yeah.
They've been around for fucking 100 years, right? I think someone sometime might have written one or two good stories with them.
Yeah.
So this Joker was had nothing to do with Joker. They just added things in for the sake of adding them in. So it was really odd to me. I was like, well, I don't really see how this Joker. And now I said the same thing about Heath Ledger's.
I was just gonna say, would you say that's a better portrayal of Joker?
I mean, I wouldn't say better or worse, but different. But at least he was in a Batman movie, Joaquin Phoenix. Just
right. Other than mentioning
Joker.
the word Wayne a few times.
Okay.
Really, how
names, it has no connection to anything in the comics.
And that's what leads, I think, him. That's what I think leads him, and I mean to agree with him of that. You take out the Wayne name.
Yeah.
Where's the connection? You can paint. You take out the Wayne name, and you just have him still be, somebody who, his story stays the same.
Yeah, Arthur Fleck is
and he at the end of it, he'll become this person who's dressed up. His hair is wild. He dyes his hair red instead of green. He's wearing orange face paint with a blue. You change.
If he was dressed up as John Wayne Gacy,
yeah,
like a whole clown outfit,
a killer clown like that.
Yeah, it would be the same kind of thing. I'm like,
you'd have the same result of wow, that was interesting. It was an entertaining movie, and have no connection to Batman.
At the same token, if you took the plot from Falling Down, and instead of working for the defense industry, that who's it? Michael Douglas?
Yeah.
If he was a clown, and at the end, instead of wearing a G.I. Joe kind of outfit, if he was dressing in a suit with the green hair and white, you could call that Joker. It would be the same thing.
And the only way at the very end of that, version of Falling Down is Batman ends up there to stop him, and that's Batman's first big case.
Well, that's out there. You're doing more now.
Batman
wasn't in Joker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying to have such a tenuous connection.
He was. Well, Batman wasn't, but Bruce Wayne was. Yeah.
Stop.
Well, in that case, you're saying Joker's immortal.
Hang on. I can connect
That's true. That's true.
Well, they hinted that in the comics too.
Well, but
Dionysium.
Yeah.
I'll get it. But I can connect.
Falling down to Batman. All right, go for it.
Say the cop that was following Michael Douglas was Jim Gordon.
Yeah, but that would be
a young Detective Gordon.
Yeah, which is kind of what they did in the TV series. Where they showed it was more from Gotham was more about what happened to Jim Gordon, and young Bruce Wayne and Alfred were in it, and it was a good show in most and in certain seasons. I watched it the first season. That first season was crazy, and other seasons. Some seasons were good. It was like some episodes were good and some episodes weren't. But it was interesting, and you could see what they were doing with it. And then when they were trying to go with the whole Cape and Cal bit, the last couple seasons, then it was like
he became Batman.
Yeah, he became Batman, but yet he's still like a teenager. He's only 21 and then whatnot. It's like, okay, I mean, you knew where you needed to go. Yeah, right. Bat-teen instead of Batman. But then when they kill off, he's not the Joker, but we're gonna kill his redhead off. And then he comes.
They had 3 Jokers.
And then he comes back with he's doing the torn off face, stapled back. Yeah. But he's still not the Joker. They literally said he's not the Joker. But we'll make him do all the Joker stuff.
And then they brought in his twin brother.
Oh, when they did that, it was
another Joker. It's
beyond
like, wait, what?
Just no.
You guys are spoiling Gotham for a lot of people right now.
Gotham's been off the air for at least 8 months. Stop. Just go away. Don't. If you say I'm spoiling.
Mad at that, fuck her right off.
If this is spoilers, then then I guess you didn't buy DC Universe. Subscribe to their streaming platform because I'm sure it's available on there. And if
it's on Netflix too.
Well, that too. You have every opportunity. So we didn't need to say spoilers. If the show isn't running, it's over.
Also,
we can talk about it.
That was the final season. Like the series is over.
Yeah, the series last February, last February or the February before. That's what I'm saying. It's been off at least almost a year.
It's on Netflix and streaming 2.0.
Yeah, streaming 2.0. Yeah, streaming 2.0.
I heard.
Yeah, that streaming 2.0. They got that. I told you they had last week. I told you they had a back catalog when they managed to get some sort of back catalog. Deals in the back. Nobody knows. Like we said, nobody needs to know how the sausage
gets made. They're gonna give it one more season. They're
gonna bring it back because just a few. Catwoman, the Catgirl, needed to have just a little bit more development.
I was waiting for
her and the chubby poison, chubby baby Poison Ivy.
I miss that because Poison Ivy, when I stopped looking, was a kid.
Yeah,
and then
they bring her back as
an adult.
17, 18, 19-year-old woman trying to do things like.
I didn't. I was when I left the show.
Yeah,
she was 12.
Yeah, she was like.
Which season 11. Was that though?
Huh?
Did they actually fast forward? Did they say they were going to fast forward?
Because Selena was still 17, 16, whatever.
Yeah, like a teenager.
And everyone else at the same age.
Okay.
But Pamela Isley suddenly blossomed.
Yeah, and she was a fast bloomer. A late bloomer, but when she bloomed, she'd like bang. Because when they introduced her and Selena Kyle were childhood best friends, and Pamela was chasing after her, but she was a chubby little kid.
Yeah, she was a kid.
The chubby. When I say chubby, you know how little 10-year-olds are, the little chubby in their face. Yeah, little cherubs running around.
Hey, that's the word. I didn't make the word up.
Cherubic. There we go. See, we show them where we from, bro. We got an education our mamas is proud of. But
I never quite got. I'm sure they explain it in the show, but I missed that episode. I was like, wait, that's the same girl. I thought it was her mom. I was like, is that her mom?
Yeah, nope, that's her. I was like, what?
But also it'd be kind of I had an idea for streaming 2.0.
Yeah.
So if they have all Gotham, so they could do a remix version of Falling Down, where it's Gotham. Jim Gordon going against Joker.
Hey, that was the.
Somebody give us some money, I'll make it.
We know they have to might reach a little further in their pockets than the House of Mouse. With House of Mouse lifts up a cushion. It's like, there's Black Panther 3. Here's $250 million.
Yeah, shake a cushion.
It's like, here, there's a couch over there. All you find, you keep. Make your movie.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We're sitting there going, there's $40 million up there. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, use that to pay the crew. Oh, okay. All right. Who do you need to get? Yeah, who do we have under contract or at least on retainer? We still got Sam Jackson for another 20 movies. Damn. And we still got Chris Evans says he doesn't want to do Captain America, but if it's at Buena Vista Pictures, i.e. anything new, we still got him. We can fit him. We can at least use his we own his Captain America likeness, so we can make references until you're blue in the face.
True.
We own this. It's like, here's here's money you need for your production. Give us something. Go for good. But if you come back with decent and it connects to everything else, at worst we'll put it on Disney Plus and call it a night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you want a show, let me know now.
Yeah, right.
We'll make a movie, and if it's bad, we'll cut it up into like 4, then fill shit in.
Right, 4 or 6 episodes, and call it a. Or now,
mini-series.
But by now, the way they've got their offices set up is like you go to the the front desk receptionist, and you're like, yeah, I have a meeting for with the producers to pitch my show, and it's like, movie or series. Oh, they didn't tell me. Let me see what they wrote down. Like, go to this door. This door is Disney Plus. This door is for MCU, or it's one door. But then when you get past that, it's here's one for series, one for And then if you finally go into the Disney Plus series, it's like, okay, we're going to you're new. You're fresh out of film school, but you've shown your bona fides on your YouTube channel that you've been doing comic book reviews, and most of them have been about Marvel. So okay, you look, I guess, some ideas. You've done some shorts. We want to talk to you. So we're gonna start you off with Disney Plus with Miss Marvel. You can direct a couple episodes of that, see how you do, or write half of a season arc.
Yeah.
And if that takes off, if that does well, or your section is well reviewed, then go through that door, and the Miss Marvel movie or Miss Marvel 2 in phase 6 is yours, kid. So go out there, and that cushion, and I think behind that planter you'll find about $50 million.
Yeah, you see the big goofy shaped piggy bank? Break that open.
Yeah, take that with you out the door. There's a hammer to your left, and be back in 6 months.
Yeah, good luck to you. We don't want to hear from you for 6 months.
Yeah, like I said, 6 months, come back with your 10 episodes, and we'll talk more. Or you'll receive an email with all the instructions how to, what to do, upload and whatnot. And,
it's all part of the algorithm now. Well, no. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. I want to ask you guys, with the advent of all the streaming platforms, and how content is no longer, or shouldn't be anymore, created with channels in mind, like regular networks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about a show going as long as it needs to? Like in the old days, a half-hour show had to come in at 23 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, 23, 24 minutes is either for your to include X amount, 6 minutes of commercials over the course.
46 minutes for a drama.
Right. But
for an hour drama was, you could, if they said you had 52 minutes, then it's like, wow, really? That's you cut it into 2 hours. You have a 2 hour TV runtime or something.
And also, other than the time restraint for an episode, the restraint on the overall story arc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the show has to be 24 episodes in a season.
Yeah, so you can do long story arcs.
Or if even the story arc is 12 or 13, you get a bunch of in the middle episodes that don't need shit.
Well, your filler episodes.
Right.
Episodes, yeah.
That's why they're called filler, because, we have to do 24. What? Because on TV you have to. But nowadays you have streaming, and your first episode could be 51 minutes, your second could be 32, your third could be 41, and then your whole season can go 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, personally, I like the idea that you're only writing now to serve the story.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're not limited by time constraints.
Right.
For example, Game of Thrones, the final season was like 6 episodes?
Yeah, it was only 6 episodes, and you could tell by the second one, they're just trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible, and let's get on to whatever we're going to do next.
Logan, there's a coffee cup in the shop. Fuck it, we don't care.
There is?
The Starbucks cup?
Yeah, the infamous Starbucks. There's a coffee cup. What? Oh. Yeah. Khaleesi, can you just stand right there for a little while?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're still going to get 20 million viewers.
Yeah. I was like, well, she's not standing in the shot. Well, we got another hour. Well, hey, let's get out of here.
Right.
Come on, we're wrapping this up.
When I call cut, bring me my coffee.
Yeah.
It's right there next to you.
I mean, the creators, they signed a deal with Netflix, right? Netflix?
Yeah, their next project is
it's
Netflix.
like, yo, we got to go to this Netflix meeting to sign like $500 million.
Can we wrap this up?
You guys got this?
You got this?
All right.
We got to meet Netflix.
Remember, burn the city down, burn everybody down.
Kill everybody.
And melt the throne that everybody's been lusting after.
Exactly.
At the last shot in the last season. Call us when it's ready to put up on air, so we can be at the premiere party. That's all you. That's when you need to call us.
If the check's clear, yeah, I don't give a fuck about a coffee cup.
Coffee,
exactly.
What? Fuck a what now?
It's like a buy Starbucks.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, so has Starbucks sent us our cut? They sent us the money.
Yeah, that's advertising Starbucks.
Make sure they send us for that cup being on our hit show.
God, imagine that was true. Imagine Starbucks was like, leave one of our cups in the shot. So it can be
right, low key,
brilliant.
Because bad press is still good. It's still press.
It's good for Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks, so even when you get bad press in Hollywood,
the official drink of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I think they did something like that.
No,
they did.
Well, one commercial I did see that I only saw online, but I had heard about it was it Mountain Dew? I think like a Diet Mountain Dew, where either Diet Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew.
That sounds terrible.
But it was a commercial. It was actually kind of a cool commercial. But they had this Game of Thrones-esque, medieval. There was a battle about to ensue, and warriors are running at each other, and they were then this young sister is in the commercial, and for some reason they're chasing her. And then she jumps off. They kind of force her off a cliff. She jumps off, but then she starts.
Wait, was she a character in the show?
No, it was they were,
because there was a scene in the show where.
I think they were aping that scene.
Thanks. Why?
They were aping that scene for product placement. Because then when she jumps off, and then you hear a roar, and she comes back riding the back of a dragon, and she goes, "Tastes like loser tears." And
wait.
Exactly. And I thought I watched it. I was like, that was cute. That was inventive and funny.
Wasn't that for a gaming platform? Or something?
No, it was. I thought the one I saw it's. I had it looked like it was it was a drink company. I could swear it was Mountain Dew. Okay. They might have reused it for a gaming, but it was game. Like I said, they were definitely.
I think it was both.
Yeah,
because Mountain Dew is like the gamer.
The gamer drink. So it was a lot of. So it was double product placement.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was for Mountain Dew and World of Warcraft or some shit. Oh. That's why.
But then they were copying.
Medieval.
Yeah, but then they were they were referencing the Game of Thrones of So it was all tied in.
Yeah.
You get it, so whoever had money in their pocket at the end of it, it was still all tied in. It was things that discordant, as they would say, discordant elements that shouldn't fit together, that was clever. So probably won them a couple of advertising awards, because there are industries where it's if you don't know about them, you don't know that people actually do it.
Yeah.
So it's, the advertising, there are still advertising houses here in New York City over on the east side, where they've been around for over 100 years. Yeah. And they're responsible for a whole lot of things that you would recognize, but you wouldn't know unless you walked into their building and had an actual appointment there.
And most of these advertising agencies, you have the holding company, and then you have 100 or 200 subdivisions, or they have offices all over the place. They got offices in Canada and London and Chicago and whatnot. And because I interned at one when I was in high school, and in the mail, started in the mailroom, but going in the mailroom and having to take stuff up to the separate floors, and I'm seeing Pantene and Vital Water. I'm like, yeah,
wow.
Because for example, all right, one of the largest advertising holding companies is McCann, and under McCann you have, I would say, Kraft, and you have this company, then you have that company, and in those companies they have the accounts for these other brands. Yeah, so it's McCann will have 400 clients, but the clients are broken down by various.
Yeah, you have what they call either account manager or account counselors now. Yeah. They always try to change the name to make it hip, or just what I think is more of a concerted effort to try to make it, if you don't know the lingo, then you're an other and you don't belong here, to keep it so that only certain people get to work in these things. Silicon Valley is notorious for that, where they'll make up words or repurpose words, which fine, hip hop repurpose words, that we're famous for that. But to me, I think there's an understandable etymology when it comes to music and video games and things like that. Yeah. But with IT, not even IT, but software engineers.
I mean, you could say IT. It is IT.
Yeah, IT, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you could also make the same argument for the financial industry.
Yeah, but like when I didn't start, just perusing various, my various interests or wanting to know, keep up on certain things of Microsoft's going to do another iteration of Windows. What does that require? What is that coming up with? But reading that and I start to read their mission statement, or if I'm looking, hey, I like to be smart with my money. I make investments, stocks, and I got $10, but I want to make it work for me. Always make that they start to talk of and so this company is based on ideating. What?
Ideating.
I did what now? And then you gotta look it up or read it. Keep reading the content. Keep it in context. Oh, thinking up an idea. You couldn't say that. Join our team and think up new great ideas. No, join our team and ideate the next great.
Yeah.
Why are you making it more complicated?
Yeah. Why are you making up words now?
Why are you making up words to say what, if a person doesn't understand to ideate or what is, synergy, they use that in a, misuse that, when it's supposed to be synergy is supposed to be something coming together.
Correct.
But they use it in a context where you have to have energy and creative force, and it's like, no.
Yeah, that's not
that's
they. My favorite was pop. If they don't like something, they just say, "Oh, it doesn't pop." What the fuck does that mean?
Oh! I thought you meant pop is in the soda. I was like,
pop as, but and it's I get it, but and it has invaded.
Yeah.
Things that we would do.
That's less ridiculous.
Yeah, it's less ridiculous because it
pop to make
it doesn't pop to make it stand out. So if you're taking a picture
but they end up using it for anything they don't like.
Yeah, because it doesn't pop.
If your friend has something worse than your idea, guess what? Theirs pops, but yours are like, wait.
Yours doesn't pop.
Explain to me what does pop.
What are you trying to make stand out here?
They won't tell you it just doesn't. Tell me why. This doesn't.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling. This doesn't have any legs. It doesn't. It
doesn't speak to me.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like.
It doesn't speak to you, but I'm telling you that this works, and here's why. Yeah, and after all of that, if you still don't think it works, cool. That means I get to pick it up and take it to the next guy because somebody's gonna think it popped.
I'm gonna bounce my laptop off your forehead. That'll pop.
Yeah, and you'll feel that.
Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't pop. Well, guess what? I learned pop when I was a kid, and it didn't mean drink. My mama's gonna pop me, and I'm about to pop you.
Pop? You mean like pop and locking?
Hey, pop you upside the head?
Yeah. What are you getting at, son? I don't get it.
Yeah, no, don't. You want to feel unique. You want to feel forward thinking, but don't screw things up. Don't try to do it so that you can feel special, and make me feel like I don't belong, or make other people feel like, we're gonna, this is our lingua franca, and we're gonna do this, and if you don't know it, then you don't belong here. It's like, I am good with computers. I went to MIT, I got computer engineering, but I didn't remember that they said, okay, you would need a IT lingo course.
Yeah.
To be able to go to Silicon Valley and either work for somebody or start up your own company. Yeah, I didn't see that in the curriculum anywhere. Excuse me if I was busy studying and designing things in my freshman year.
Oh, see, that's because you don't pop.
You weren't.
You don't pop.
Yeah, you didn't pop.
They throw buzzwords at you.
Click. Oh, this thing is stuck. I can't get it down.
Yeah.
I think. By the way, I found your Mountain Dew ad. It's a gaming ad.
It's a gaming ad.
For which game?
Just Mountain Dew as a gaming fuel.
As the gaming fuel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game fuel. But see, I was right. It was Mountain Dew. But you see how they're, using that Game of Thrones aesthetic. You see it now. It feels like, everything. Oh, it's a dragon, so it has to be connected. And it's like, really? But it was a creative commercial. Like, I would have loved to, if I was an advertiser, I would have loved to have been either in this session on that or the person to come, because somebody got an award for creativity at the yearly advertising, conferences. Somebody got a handshake and a, maybe a raise off of that.
Like golf clap.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you get to have tomorrow off.
So they're pretty much
see, she got a sword.
Their energy drink.
Yeah, but she got.
Not Game of Thrones.
But you see the orcs and dirty soldiers and whatnot, and a giant dragon rolls up.
I mean, Game of Thrones is not the only thing that has dragons.
Well, yeah, you get what I think you get what I'm saying now.
Yeah, but it's like the most popular.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're promoting their.
They're promoting their brand, but by taking something familiar that everybody would connect and So yeah, they just because Game of Thrones, and they didn't even. We know they didn't popularize it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're capitalizing on
what's popular at the moment in time, and so they did it. Makes like sense. I said, that was as just a creative ad to me, that was clever. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was about World of Warcraft, but it was just about game fuel.
Yeah, it's like we're Mountain Dew and we're what you should be drinking when you're having a game. You're online gaming.
It's kind of like that beer commercial with "What's up?"
Oh, when they They the late 90s and early 2000s. Sometimes you want to beat your head against the wall because it's like we used to do that.
Yeah.
Damn, we were stupid.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up was alright. In its time, it was clever.
Then it ended up in a scary movie.
It ended up in a scary movie, but then
we all agreed it was time to call it a quit.
We.
I mean, the whole world.
No, we agreed it was, but others was like, wait, we're making money off of this. Let's just keep doing that. Yeah. That's usually when something. That's when we have innovated of now we need to come up with new lingua franca because some soccer mom is starting to use getting jiggy. Yep, time to stop.
Getting jiggy with it.
They start saying let's get jiggy.
Did Becky from Yonkers just say jiggy? I'm done. Okay, time.
All right, get a conference.
Go back to square one, guys.
All right, when's the next hip hop conference? In June? All right, cool. Because we've got the West Coast delegation has to pitch their ideas on new lingo of what we're gonna
have it in the South Bronx this year.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be in South Bronx this year. Okay, this year it's talking about clear heels and crunk. Crunk's the new word. Yeah, crunk. We're gonna.
Yeah, how about lean? Do we like lean?
Yeah, lean. Yep, lean. Okay, that's up on the list. That's another one that we're gonna. Little John, you have the run of being the most popular dude for the next. What's the schedule? 3 years. Yeah, Little John.
Popular for some reason.
Yeah, it's like okay, okay. Oh yeah, see that's your thing. It'll be out there from 2000.
You do that, buddy. All right.
2002 to about 2006. Maybe get a little bit more run to 2008. You're in, man. That's you, Little Johnny Eastside, but you'll be all over. Yeah. And you're the next thing.
And then T-Pain, you're up next.
Yeah, T-Pain, you're gonna dovetail. Yeah, you'll come in about 2004 to 2005. Yeah. Kanye, just be in the background. We're building you up, bro. We got you. 2006 to 8.
Kanye away from Trump, please.
Oh, they give that guy so many chances.
Oh, Kanye, a guy I know, an acquaintance of mine. He did about a year, maybe 2 years ago. He did a good video with they had a mock funeral for Kanye as his short film, and when he I saw it and I had known he was coming up with the idea, and I was like yep, that's about it. It's like here rests the blackness of Kanye. Damn. Of one Kanye West, better known as Kane to some of you. He served Chicago. They went through the whole thing of like, there's a casket and they're in a funeral home. And I was like, that's about how we feel.
If he wasn't so political in the beginning, do you think we would be like, wow, he has changed now? Would we be as like, well, I wouldn't say offended, but surprised at his actions now? Because before he was like...
What do you mean? If he was as political?
If he wasn't as political when he just came out. Because remember when he just came out, he was talking about George Bush doesn't care about black people, and he was like, Jesus walks, and he was like, for black people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if maybe is... Well, I think it's not just that he's political. Yeah. That he's political for someone clearly fucking wrong.
Exactly, that's my point. But if before, like when he initially came out, if he didn't have these like political agendas, and he wasn't saying George Bush doesn't care about black people, if he was just like, here I am, I'm just rapping, like, pick a rapper today. Like,
I get what you're saying. If he was like a mumble rapper and all that,
yes, exactly,
to go out there and like if
preach
for world peace and whatnot.
Trippie Redd
it's
is supporting Trump, we'd be like, okay.
Like,
is that a real person?
Yeah, it is.
Right
that's
now,
my point.
Everybody be like, who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Go, okay, fine. That's what you think. Get off my stage. I don't know.
Or
you're taking up time. You're taking up from time with somebody with talent. But no, I understand what you're saying. And Kanye got himself out there. He was working with, Rockefeller and Def Jam and whatnot. And his first albums, he was basically talking about his life in that he put a message of, I'm a young black man.
Exactly.
I had to do all this when I was in college. I tried to, I did the fraternities. He was telling us his story.
Yeah.
And we liked what we heard. And it was like, okay. But I think what the problem is now is that he went so... I'm a young black man too. Now I don't care about anybody, and I like Trump, somebody who doesn't care about us.
Exactly.
So
yes.
We would care. We would care because he got successful, and how he got successful of saying, I'm down for my people.
Yes, that's my point. Yeah.
But I think the culture feels the culture
betrayed.
Yeah, the culture and the nation. We feel betrayed about it, and so I think we have the right to, go, hey, dude, what happened?
What's going on? Yeah.
And when we ask him what happened, what does he come out with? No, I'm about God, and I'm about God and Trump. And it's like...
I thought he said he was God. Didn't he say
that?
He did say that on like a couple albums ago.
He
literally had a song that called I Am a God.
Yeah, I'm a God. He's, Jesus Pablo and all of that.
Yeah.
It just... Yeah, this... First we're going, what happened? Then it's like, okay, you've gone crazy. And then there was a slow progression. But then his mom passed away, and he went, whew. It's like
off the deep end.
It's like, dude, I have a mama. We all have mamas. That would be traumatic. I feel your pain. Come back to the culture. We will try to help you. Yeah. No, he goes, I'm going that way. Screw y'all. I'm making all this money. I got this woman here who everybody wants. Not really, Kanye. Not really. But I am me. I'm bigger than anybody. I'm like. But are you though?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now we're done. We're good.
Are you? Yeah, your music was great. Your
was great. So it's not great. The new stuff is not good.
I actually don't listen to him at all.
I haven't. Well, my thing is.
Wait, why not?
I never cared to. I just not. Huh. It didn't. It's just, I mean, I heard Jesus Walk With Me. Is that him?
Yeah, that is him. Jesus Walks. Diamonds, what?
Yeah.
I heard that in a movie.
Yeah, Jesus Walks.
I didn't go out of my way to hear it.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Gold Digger,
Yeah, him and Jamie Foxx, Gold Digger.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, but they were playing all over the place.
Yeah.
But, me, it's not just Kanye. I kind of fell out of love with music industry and as a whole. Say about my playlist goes back with the occasional exceptions if I gotta hear something really like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And most of it's I hear the part of a soundtrack in a movie, and it's like, oh, that's Kendrick Lamar. I gotta check all that out. It's like, okay, my opinion is somewhat changed about people. But like 2013, 2014 is kind of where my playlist of where I was actively going. What is Ludacris put out? What is Jay-Z put? What has a specific artist put out that I like? Yeah. It kind of dried up after, because after that, then you've got this prevalence of what is hot now, the mumble rapping, and then I've heard a lot of it was like, who are these guys? What?
That's how I knew I was old.
Where's the story in this? I mean, and then people were commenting about it. I'll go back to our the ubiquitous platform, YouTube, of like when I started seeing videos about lyricist versus an MC versus a mumble rapper, and it's like, yeah, I know where I fall, and I guess everything that I listen to is considered old school, but I can you can turn up it, the moment you hear those first 4 bars, it was all a dream. You can still get a whole room.
Yeah.
The whole club is
the whole crew, and everybody is saying every line for line. Just boom.
Magazines.
Exactly.
From Heavy D up in the limousine. Salt and pepper.
You're
copyright strike, man.
Oh. Yep. Yeah. Let me stop.
No. You're covered. But you're proving my point of and you can rattle off the first verse,
of course, man,
straight off from the dome. What can you really say about now?
They're not really saying much. They're saying,
they're repeating their names
4 or 5 times.
They repeat their.
It's weird. It seems like the song now has gone in reverse, where the chorus is the song And that song is
That
a
is so
chorus.
true.
Yeah, and
the fuck is
they
this?
repeat their name.
That's so true.
They repeat. They add,
Gang or
Well, I'm saying
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying they were. This is how it feels to me. I could be wrong. Yes, I fully admit. Like I said, I got turned off, so I'm not really listening to anything. But I do scroll. I get recommendations in my YouTube feed of hey, check this out, or I'll see some name I don't recognize featuring an artist that I do who's trying to, I guess, stay relevant. People want to keep their career going. I respect that. So DMX is, featured on somebody else's track, but it's a mumble rapper, some young cat.
Is this a recent thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Like the last thing I saw DMX featured on was Godfather Harlem, but it was DMX, Rick Ross and DMX. Now that was a hot track. That track was
it a
fire.
track for the show?
Yeah, it was a track for the show.
So.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
It was a track for the show.
Have you ever seen the show?
No.
No, the
First
intro.
of all, great show.
The entire season's out? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then, I'll watch
Season
it.
1 is out. But their intro song is Rick Ross and
DMX?
Rick. The full version of it.
They cut his part out.
Okay.
Just because it has to be shorter for the intro. But if you see the full one,
It's
DMX is on it.
Swiss Beats is what.
Oh, okay.
It's Swiss Beats, Rick Ross, Swiss Beats, and DMX. But it's related to the show. The official video for it has Forrest Whitaker as Bumpy Johnson talking to Rick Ross. No, talking to Swiss Beats in like a club on the set. So they like tied everything together.
Yeah.
And you got Rick Ross in a big old fur coat, acting like hey, talking to Forrest Whitaker in character of hey, you need anything from Miami? I got how Rose talks. You need anything from Miami? I got you. I'm your connect. I got. And then they cut back into his verse, and then the chorus comes in, and then DMX's hardest damn verse he put out of like everybody was there. Yo, X is back. That just listen to it for that X verse. It was fire, and it was because he says some stuff that was like memorable, and that's what I think has been what has always done it for me with hip hop. Of all the lines, memorable. Is it a subverse? You'll remember a year, a month, 2 years later, and like one of the lines is of you couldn't even catch me in the subway. No, I've been underground like the subway.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, he goes, I've been underground like the subway, and it's X, and it's that gravelly,
You ain't shooting nothing but pool.
Yeah, you ain't shooting nothing but pool,
I gotta get this song.
Oh, it's like the track.
What's the man say? You never cut nothing but class?
Yeah, you never cut nothing but class. You ain't shot nothing but pool.
DMX said that?
Yes, that's
so it sounds
DMX's
like his
line.
verse
Yo,
was-
his verse is bananas. But he's sitting in, Swiss and Forrest and Ross.
In a restaurant.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's sitting in what was supposed to, I guess, be Bumpy's club.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in the booth, and they just, and X's verse is
Just
like,
in case.
just in case, and it's like, and one that beat is a Swiss beat,
Okay.
beat. So the damn thing is cool. It's
Right.
crazy.
Just in case.
Yeah, when we go off here, then we'll play because we don't want to copyright. So we can geek out on that. But people
But
know.
we are saying good things. So
Exactly, we are saying good things.
Yeah. So hey, Swiss, DMX,
And we're
come on.
talking about the show.
Yeah,
so.
and it's a good show.
Great show.
We broke it.
I'm not even being a dick right now. It really is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
it is a good
It's
show.
Like Chance Parliamentary.
Yeah.
My number one issue why I didn't want to start watching it because I don't know if it was going to get a second season because on the network it's on.
Yeah, because it was only on
Epix, right?
Epix. Yeah.
See?
I think it's going. I think. Well, we could check the IMDb later to see if it was. Yeah, if it was the second season.
Yeah.
But it was well done. It was a good show. They, you could tell when they were
See,
filming.
you're saying it was a good show.
Because the season's over. The season's over. That's why.
Yeah, because the way you said it's like.
Oh no!
No.
I would say it was a good show, as in because the season's over.
Yeah.
Have they gotten a renewal notice yet or nothing?
We'd have to check.
A month ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Usually it's after like 2 to 3 episodes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you check the IMDb, you see, season, episodes. It goes season 1, season 2, January of 2021 or something like that. I'd have to recheck.
Yeah.
But when I say it was a good show, I'm not saying it started up here and then it died down. No.
Yeah.
They put out all the original episodes. Season 1 has been aired.
Okay.
It's over.
Gotcha.
So
Right,
it was a good show in past tense of it's not first run anymore.
Yes.
But I would watch it. I'd sit there and
start
watch
watching it tomorrow.
Like elders in my family are sitting there going, yeah, I like this show. That kind of thing,
My mother was watching one with me and was like, Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, friends of acquaintances.
Where did you go and do when you were young?
Right, in your youth, Mom, because it's set in the 60s.
Okay.
It's a period
Gotcha.
Yeah. So my mom was like looking at all the clubs, like, oh, I've been there. I'm like, do I want to know this, Mom?
Do I want to? Mom, I know what I know about you, but I don't need to know. My mama was.
Okay.
All right, now we're getting in that dangerous territory.
Too much, Mom. I don't want to know.
Mom, I don't need as much as I would. I like to hear about your misspent youth, but can you do I have to hire somebody No,
lie to me, Mom. You're an angel. Okay.
No. What I'm saying is,
my mom was like, no, that's not where you got the guns. The guns are with the.
Damn.
No, what I was saying is my mom started to regale, that show she starts to whack nostalgia about her teenage years in the 60s or something like that, 60s, 70s, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna hire, get you an assistant. You just say she'll record, we'll transcribe it. That's fodder for the next show we're gonna produce. I don't need to know firsthand because I'm like, so before I came along, my mama was doing what? I don't need to know all that.
I don't need no old gangster ass gas coming looking for me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I'll get it transcribed. Yeah. And before you hand me the notes, change anything that says my mama's name or change the names. You're the I'm hiring you for reading. Yeah. This is what you're getting paid for. Change names, then give me the notes. We'll turn it into a script or what have you.
Okay, Mom, we're gonna call you Jackie Power from now on.
Yeah, you are no longer. Yeah, your character will be. But this is the stories I told you, and you made the show. Why don't I recognize? We had to change something.
Let's make some changes.
You
By
did.
the way, we're doing this just in case.
Yeah. The character that's based on you. See, we're basing it on, inspired by true stories, true events. So yeah, Jackie Power went to, Mary Bertram instead of Norman Thomas. But the feeling is the same. See, she still gets in the same shenanigans. From what I read, my assistant told me this. I didn't want to read because I'm like, wait, this is supposed to be my mom. I don't want to read that. No.
Yeah, well,
but it's a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah, I'll definitely
First
check
run
it
or
out.
second, but yeah, that theme song comes in when you're watching it, and you get that theme song, and it's like,
Yeah. It gets me hyped every episode. I'm like, damn, I gotta.
Yeah, and
other than that, the last thing that I heard that I liked was Biggie and James Brown. Somebody on YouTube
mixed Biggie and James Brown as
it's not like an official track.
Yeah, no.
I don't think so.
No.
I found like 2 or 3 of different DJs mixing them, and I'm like, I like this. And literally nobody in that album is alive now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's so depressed. I'm like, man, this is dope. God, they're both dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same.
What does that say about my taste in music?
Exactly. I find the hot things I found was like I'm still listening. When I'm trying to get hyped up or get my mind into a certain creative mode of you remember Django Unchained?
Yes.
And they had the remix of James Brown and Tupac. James Brown, Big Payback, and I forgot what Tupac song they used. But, the way they cut that, I still listen to it and bouncing my head going, okay, put the shirt on, I'm getting ready for my day, hype music. And most of the stuff I've heard in the last 6 months to a year that's supposed to be new artists. It's like, what am I listening to? You said your name, I'm, Big Money Rich, Big Money Rich, dollars, and then most of it is Big Money Rich, Big Money Rich, I get dollars.
And then 16 times you say Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci.
I'm like, I remember.
But really.
Right. Well, I remember a bartender friend of mine played me one of those songs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a joke. I'm like, no, really, what is this? Is this Saturday Night Live? What is this? He's like, no.
No, it's an official track.
Yeah.
I was like, you're fucking with me. This cannot be real.
Yeah.
But it was. And it was garbage. And I'm
Right.
like, someone got paid for that?
Yeah. I mean, the last album that I went out of my way to get and actually paid money to download, was Eminem's Kamikaze. Yeah, you call me a sucker. I actually do throw money back into these.
Buy like the actual album? Not
Yeah,
streaming?
no,
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to stream it. Yeah, you can stream it. Hell, my Spotify is up current. I can stream it anytime I want. But to actually no, I want to actually put something to this. So it was Kamikaze, and after that was the.
I actually like that album.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kidding him, but I pay for Eminem.
Yeah. And
well, not always.
Yeah.
Kamikaze was, but the album before that was.
Yeah, but
What was that, Relapse?
No, that wasn't Relapse.
What was that one?
Rehab. Something like that. But that Kamikaze album was hot.
Yeah.
This intro into the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Yeah, album. Yeah, I want. It has modern people on it, but the whole album to me was done well. The Black Panther soundtrack. I'm getting the soundtracks, and they've got current artists on there.
Yes.
But I give it one good listen through all the way. Yeah. I've discovered what tracks I like versus what tracks I don't. And then, so whenever it plays, it's skip or, like I said, digital albums. I make a new playlist of here are the tracks I like.
Yeah.
And I can leave the rest.
But the Black Panther soundtrack was produced by Kendrick Lamar's label. Yeah. So there's a certain level of quality.
Yeah, there's a certain level, but out of the 12, 16 tracks on there, All the Stars, The Weeknd, his track, and I think like 4 out of 16 spoke to me of where it's like, I want to listen to these over and over again. But like I said, if I buy an album, I stream, download an album, I respect the artist enough. I'll give it one full listen to.
Especially now, yeah.
What I'm saying, I'll give it a listen to from beginning to end. Okay. And then, like I said, I can choose. Yeah, that was a hot track. That wasn't. But now I'm finding out about who's out or who's doing something. Yeah. Because they're on a movie soundtrack. And that's where my focus is, a filmmaker, and I want to, it's where I have soundtracks in my head because I'm thinking of movies all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I'm building a world in my head. It needs to have music going along with it.
Camera?
Yeah, that's the camera's warning us, I think, that we're...
Well, I wouldn't say that Kamikaze was preceded by Revival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before that was Marshall Mathers
LP2. Yeah.
Yeah, the Marshall Mathers LP2 was good.
And then before that was Recovery. And then Relapse.
Damn.
Then Encore.
How many albums in total? This discography.
Total...
Eminem's...
It's probably...
11 studio albums.
Really?
Yeah. Compilation.
Wow, I thought he beat Jay-Z. Jay-Z's like 14, 15?
14, 15, yeah.
14, yeah.
We had 14 or 16.
Well, 11 studio, 5 compilation, 5 video albums, and 2 EPs.
Damn, I thought...
Jay-Z's got about as many, because remember, Jay-Z...
No, Jay-Z has more. Yeah. I thought Eminem had more.
Well, Jay-Z was around, I think, slightly longer. And there was a point where...
Yeah, but then Jay-Z, after the Black Album, he didn't release an album for like 4 or 5 years, right?
About 4 years.
Yeah.
Three or 4 years.
Those 4 years,
Eminem released a bunch of albums. But remember, before the Black Album, he was basically dropping an album a year.
Oh, that's true.
And he made a point of saying that was part of his, his hype, his pitch, his repertoire of 14 albums sold.
Not just an album a year, but double albums.
There was double albums. He had a few years with where he made the album with R. Kelly.
Yes.
And he had his own
Best
album.
of Both Worlds.
Best of Both Worlds, but then he had his own album out that same year. Yeah. So he was churning stuff out left and right. Yeah. That's where we come from, or that's where I've grown up. Of the artists they were creative, they were and I'm not saying nobody's creative now. It's a different taste. My taste of changes.
J. Cole's creative. Kendrick is creative.
Yeah, but I'm saying that my taste have changed. I admit that my taste have changed. Yeah. But I came up when guys were really, churning stuff out. They had to keep themselves real. They were turning out albums every year. Yeah. Jay-Z was doing that. And if Jay-Z didn't have an album out at the beginning of the year, he was going to have one out in the middle of, the end of the year. But somebody on the Rockefeller label, Freeway was putting out. And so
Memphis
you heard...
Bleak.
Yeah, and you heard Jay-Z on at least one of those tracks because they needed, they wanted him on there. Ludacris put out, 4 albums within 6 years while starting his acting career. Yeah. But there were a whole bunch of features, and, these guys, they start acting, they were going to have one rap track in that movie soundtrack.
Exactly.
You know, even if they were like a sidekick or they were, you know, drug dealer number 3 who gets killed 20 minutes in.
I mean, it's I find it fascinating that Jay-Z never got into the whole acting thing.
No,
and he's from the era where you have Ice Cube, you have Ja Rule. Ja Rule tried acting for a bit. Yeah.
I see.
Ice Cube, Ice-T is like, you know... I'm surprised Ice-T don't have a masterclass out. You know, how to transition your career from one medium to the other.
That's true.
I think he could actually, it would be something to watch.
Rapping about killing cops and being a cop.
Yeah! You want to talk, we talk about...
I was like, you're a cop now?
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about Kanye's, you know...
Transition.
His complete, you know, metamorphosis into, you know, everybody was down to being different from where he started.
Exactly.
Ice-T.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can say that about Ice Cube as well, because he played a cop in a couple of his movies, and a soldier and the hero versus, you know, we the same guys who were talking about killing cops and you know America with 3 Ks in it. Remember that? Well, we don't. We remember that, but now he's, you know, people think Ice Cube and they're gonna think family friendly movies.
Yeah. Exactly. Ice Cube was in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Are we there yet?" I was like, "Wait, what?"
Is this the same dude?
Yeah.
Barbershop.
Are we there yet? 2. Barbershop 1 through 3.
Exactly.
I remember when he did Triple X 2, and everyone was like,
that kind of missed the mark.
Great.
It wasn't great, but okay. We see what you're trying to do.
He went back and said, "No, then I'll do comedy," and it was hilarious. Like, wait, what? You're funny.
I know, you know, right along, which, you know.
Yeah. But how would I say this? I wouldn't say he's funny. The supporting character is funny. For example, All About the Benjamins, you had Mike Epps.
Well, that's the thing.
In Ride Along, you had Kevin Hart.
Yeah, well, I'm agreeing.
In Friday, you had Chris Tucker.
Well, I'm agreeing with you, and that's where he actually made this transition.
Smart. It's like, wait, I'm not exactly the comedian.
I'm the straight guy.
I'm the straight guy, yes.
Yeah, I'm the straight man.
But being the straight guy, he does very well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You still have to have good timing.
Yes.
Good comedic timing as the straight man. So it's like, you're taking everything serious. You know, you can do the straight man one of several ways. Of you're taking everything serious, and the world around you is crazy. So by, you know, you got orange 20-foot tall ducks walking past. Everybody's going, "Oh my God, there's a big fat duck!" And it's like, he just stepped on my car.
Yeah.
And there's the humor.
Yeah.
Or you can be as the straight man. Why is there a 20-foot duck here? Oh, it's Wednesday. You know, the comedic talent goes, it's Wednesday. Yeah, the duck comes through every, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the straight man's going, so the duck stepped on my car. How are we getting where are we going? You know, there's ways to do it. And Ice-T fits in there.
Yeah. And then Kevin Hart would say like, this guy stepped on my
It's goddamn duck. He stepped on, oh my God, what are we going to do? Get this duck off me. You know, and Ice-T is, again. I gotta, what am I doing here? What am I doing with you? Oh yeah, you're my cousin Junebug. Oh, God damn it.
You know what? Ice-T was funny, and he was in one episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh wow.
As himself, as Ice-T.
Oh.
It was pretty fun. Like,
was it a recent episode?
Like last season.
Oh, I guess I missed it.
I thought it was funny.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. That's what I'm saying. I guess I missed it. I mean, like I think Rick and Morty, and keep David as the president. You know,
oh yeah,
that was funny.
Spawn.
Yeah, you get that. Right, Spawn is the president, but he's, okay, but he's doing.
They draw him like the Allstate guy.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Not Dorian Harewood, but the big brother.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
That's
why I said
he was on the unit.
No, I haven't seen that show.
Okay, but he does. You're in good hands with Allstate. And he's usually like sitting in a chair. He's like 6'10". He's actually like 6'5", but he's big, tall brother. He's got a deep voice, and he's a good actor.
Oh, he played the president in 24.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
And
I couldn't remember either.
Yeah, I'm usually good with names and good with celebrity trivia, and I guess I don't want to say those words, but I guess time is catching up to me.
And my memory is shot. I don't remember a goddamn thing. And I don't mind admitting it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna hit IMDb and find them.
Yeah.
You guys continue to
But so you have people making transitions, and then we've transitioned from talking about Copa
from
to also
Copa
talking
to
music to what we like here.
Did you guys like Jared Leto's Joker? Because you guys seem like you're not a fan of Joaquin Phoenix. Joker.
Jared Leto's
Joker was crap in the crap movie.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I was thinking of
Top to bottom, it was garbage.
Yeah.
So out of all the actors who have played the Joker, who would you say delivered the best Joker?
Mark Hamill.
Agreed.
Okay.
Mark Hamill is he took the Joker where the Joker needed to go.
All right.
Of being
Actual actor in a live action film.
okay, live action. Just say actual actor. Mark Hamill's an actual
I was
actor.
gonna say.
What are you talking about?
He is
Not voiceover.
He is virtual.
Yeah, but a live action.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking.
I'll be a dick. I'll say Cesar Romero.
I was gonna say we have 5 live actions, and
Yeah,
I
you
was
got a
gonna give
bunch.
you, in order, best to worst or worst to best. Jared Leto's the worst.
Yikes.
Dennis Haysbert.
Oh.
Haysbert,
Okay.
Dennis
Yeah, I was
Haysbert,
never gonna
yeah.
get that. No.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But
Not Dennis. Or Mr. Haysbert, sorry.
yes, Mr. Haysbert, we're sorry we couldn't remember you, but we remember everything you've done and, appreciate it. But, so like I said, Jared Leto for me was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a tough call of best between Heath Ledger was a good dark Joker, Jack Nicklaus, Cesar Romero.
Jack Nicholson.
Not Nicholson.
Nicholas.
Hey, Jack Nicholson plays golf too, but leave me alone.
Yeah. I'd like to see Nicholas play the Joker.
Yeah. But
And
And that's
Robin with a golf club. That'd be great.
and then Joaquin Phoenix would come in number 4 then.
Huh.
But yeah, Cesar Romero was great. He was that crazy, thinking of the visuals, the fact that he was insistent that they couldn't shave his mustache.
The man had a white mustache.
That had his mustache underneath the white makeup, and you could see it.
I couldn't believe as a child, I didn't recognize that was a mustache. I was like,
He's got a weird lip.
Yo, I thought his lip was just bumpy. I'm like, what's
Yikes.
And I was like 6 years old. I was like, whatever, fuck it.
Right there, reruns on Channel 11 and whatnot. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, this is great. Why does the Joker got a weird lip? No.
I watched it same back times.
Yeah.
You bad channel? Oh, no. When I first went back in the day, it was Channel 5. It used to come on, and then they moved it around. It moved around like any other thing.
It was like 5, then 11.
Yeah, 5, then 11, and whatnot. That's how. But good old local network TV is how we had to catch a lot of things. Us young. Well, I wouldn't say
young
poor.
Urban kids.
Yeah, young urban, as they would throw around.
Urban.
Yeah, that word being bandied about to mean anything. We live in the city. Okay, yeah, urban, but
Yeah, but what they really meant to say was
black.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Dirty black kid, like,
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Somebody-
So they just say urban. Oh,
Yeah.
you live in the urban community.
Yeah, urban community.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so you're black.
it's like, well, the urban community. So you're referring us.
I'm like, I feel like you want to say another word.
Yeah, exactly. So you say urban.
Yeah.
Which is why Middle America bandies the word thug about, and it's like you use that enough that I'm starting to.
Yeah.
No,
Like, I see you.
I see
feel
what
like you want to say another
you want
word.
to say another word. Well, these thugs do this, and these
Yeah.
thugs do that. I'm like,
And the whole Central Park thing was wildling.
oh yeah, when it was wilding and wilding out, and a certain somebody said that they
like,
should be
what?
executed.
Yeah, by the way, he still says that.
Who was
He
that?
still says that.
Yeah, he still said
Still
that.
says that?
Though they were exonerated.
No, he still says they should be executed?
Well, if you ask him.
Oh, if you ask him,
Yeah.
okay.
He won't.
Yeah.
Next time I speak to him, I'll ask him.
Yeah.
But
They're just not
even though
saying
that they've been exonerated, we're found
Yeah.
completely innocent of
Yeah,
we
because
did
then he would
wrong.
have to say he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Mistakes?
He would have to say he was wrong. He will not do that. Like,
Yeah.
No, because
you were proven wrong.
you were proven wrong,
Yeah.
and we proved that you were doing bad things long time ago. But
Yeah, you took on a
25.
full page ad.
Yeah, it's like
like,
full
bro.
page ad requesting other people die.
I was like, dude, this has nothing to do with you. Why are you so
Right.
literally
First of all,
invested
why
in
are
this?
you weighing in at all?
Exactly.
Right? You're not a politician.
Exactly.
You're a
No.
you say you're a businessman.
It's like, why are you getting involved at all? It's
Right? Like,
Why you want your opinion to
to
matter?
the point of taking out an ad.
In the New York Times and all the local papers of
whoa.
it's like, okay,
So
you're
I remember seeing that in New York and here when I was a kid. I remember thinking, I'm like 9 going, fuck this guy. Who is he?
when a 9-year-old goes, you know,
I was
Mom,
9 years old, and
is my parents out the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Nah, hey. In front of Mom and Dad, I said, fuck this dude.
Damn.
Mom high-fived me. That's why I figured I was right. I was like, yeah, no, Mom was like, yeah, you know, fuck this guy. Yeah, you right.
Well, guys, I think we've, you know, we need to reserve some for the next episode.
One out or welcome on the internet.
Yeah, so, you know, thanks for joining us again this week.
And leave your comments, leave your questions, and more.
Yeah, like, subscribe, do all the good things. That
Like, subscribe, follow.
all you can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what to do. You know how to do it. We respect our audience's intelligence.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us again. I'm
Rob.
Logan.
I'm Rob.
I'm Logan.
I'm Paul.
And
This was all right, go, you go.
And this has been The Creative Zone. We'll be back next week.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
The Creative Zone with Rob and Logan. Produced by Robb Entertainment and Kurohio Productions. Mixed by Production DS. Music by Hope Beats.
This has been a Robb Radio Network production. Check out our website at rrn.robbent.com. Thank you for listening.